Hello students, as you know that human perform two type activities. The first one is economic activities and the second one is non-economic activities. So as you know that economic activities are those activities which are done for the money. We do these activities to earn money, and non-economic activities are those activities which we do not do for money but for our own purpose. As like, if you are cooking food in your own home, then this is non-economic activity. But if you are cooking food in a restaurant, then it is economic activity, because from there you are getting money. So economic activities are divided into three sectors. So my dear students, here we will study about the sectors of Indian economy, that in how many sectors Indian economy has been divided and what are the importance of there in GDP as well as employment structure of India. So first, primary sector. As you know that primary sector involves all the primary activities, as like farming, fishing, quarrying, mining. It means that if we do things related to nature, there are not so much use of machinery. Everything we get from nature. That is primary sector. The second one is secondary sector. Secondary sector involves processing of primary sector. As when you produce wheat over here, you produce wheat here, and then wheat goes to secondary sector and it becomes flour, and then from flour it becomes biscuit. So what happens here? In secondary sector we use machinery and transform things for the using purpose. तो यहाँ सेकेंडरी सेक्टर में क्या होता है, हम मशीनरी का यूज करके चीजों को ट्रांसफॉर्म करते हैं, नई चीजें बनाते हैं जो हमारे लिए यूजफुल होता है. So from here you can get that primary sector is the sector which provides raw material. This is the sector which provides raw material, and this is the sector which produce finished goods. From here you will be able to understand that how we are going through towards GDP. First, we have got the raw material sector, that is primary sector. Second, secondary sector, that provides us finished goods, and then tertiary sector. This is the sector which helps to both of them. It helps to primary sector as well as secondary sector. Primary sectors involve secondary sector and primary sectors get help from tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is जिसे सेवा कहते हैं, सर्विस सेक्टर भी कहते हैं, जो क्या करता है, जो इनको जैसे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, बैंकिंग है, और हॉस्पिटैलिटी है, रेस्टोरेंट है. सो ऑल दोज थिंग्स विच प्रोवाइड्स द सर्विस. यहाँ पर कोई भी फिजिकल गुड नहीं है. वी कांट सी एनी फिजिकल गुड. एज लाइक इन सर्विस, in transportation you use bus, but you do not buy anything, you are buying service. So this is the service sector. So if you are going to compare these sectors, you will find out that there is so many change and they are contributing in the economy a lot. Economic interdependence. Economic interdependence shows that all the activities, whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary, they all are interdependent to each other. As if there not be any primary sector, then from where you will get the raw material. Then if there will not be any raw material, then secondary sector will be useless. And if there will not be any secondary sector, then to whom tertiary sector is going to help? As you can see in this corona time, the secondary sector was stopped. People were not going to work. There was not so much productive activities, and due to that we have seen that tertiary sector means service sector, hospitality, transportation, banking and other facilities were also stopped. It means that they all are interdependent, and it does not mean that tertiary sector depends only on this and they do not depend on this. They also depend on this, because if there will not be transportation, if there will not be banking, hospitality and other facilities, then they will not be able to work. It means that they all are interdependent to each other. Here, final goods and services. Why final goods and services? As you know, first of all, why we are studying this final goods and services, because the definition of GDP is that value of all फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज इज कॉल्ड जीडीपी. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि जितने भी फिनिश्ड एंड फाइनल गुड्स हैं उनकी जो वैल्यू है, तो अब क्यों हम फाइनल गुड्स को लेते हैं? क्यों? क्योंकि एज आई हैव गिवन एग्जांपल दैट व्हीट एंड फ्लोर एंड देन बिस्किट एंड बिटवीन दिस ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एंड अदर सर्विस फैसिलिटीज आल्सो. So all those things has been included and become biscuit. So in this biscuit, all these things are involved. So we can understand that these three things are involved. That's why we have to use only biscuit, because otherwise we will count things twice or thrice or again and again. That's why final goods and services are important. Then gross domestic product, as when we continue when we will get the value of final goods and service. Why value? Because if you will count things, it will be very lengthy, as like we can't count that this year we have produced, our country has produced approximately 10,000 or 1 lakh vehicles, 2 lakh machineries and 3 lakh mobiles and so many things. It is very tough to count. So that's why we count in terms of money. That's why value of goods. So there is GDP, gross domestic product. It gives the value of all final goods and services. GDP and GNP are there. GNP, gross national product, जीएनपी एंड जीडीपी. जीडीपी में क्या होता है कि हमारी कंट्री के अंदर में प्रीमाइसेस में जितनी भी चीजें होती हैं, प्रीमिसेस में जितनी भी चीजें होती हैं जो प्रोड्यूस होती हैं, उन सब के वैल्यू को हम जीडीपी कहते हैं. बट जीएनपी में क्या होता है कि हमारी कंट्री के अंदर और इसके अलावा बाहर जो लोग जा रहे हैं, those people who are going outside abroad and doing their business or job and bringing money to our country, this also included GNP. So who count this value? This value is counted by CSO and NSO, Central Statistics Organization and National Sample Survey Organization. These are the two institutions which do statistics work. They collect all data from the whole country and they release some data for us. Now, historical change in sector. We have seen that from 1950 to 2020 there is a lot of changes in the sectors. As when we got independence, our country was totally agrarian country. All the people were engaged in agricultural activities and we do not have lots of industries and service sector was at a low pace. But right now it has been changed. But how many has been changed? Let's see. We have seen that there is rising importance of tertiary sector, because nowadays you can see lots of people are engaged in tertiary sector. There are BPOs, there are information technologies, call centers and other facilities like traveling, transporting, hotel system and so many work are there. So they are hospitals, schooling. So these all things are contributing a lot. That's why this is emerging. As you can see right now, world's most prominent companies are Facebook, Google, Microsoft. These are Amazon. These are the most prominent company, and what they provide? They provide service. It means that the world is growing in the service sector. But my dear students, I would like to tell you that service rising importance of service sector is not good for any economy, because if the country do not produce lots of secondary sector activities and primary sector activities, then they will not have any productive activity or the value. Then what will happen of the tertiary sector? So these two sectors are very important, but right now tertiary sector is growing. As you can see here that different sectors are growing in different ways. Here are employment of the people, that in which sector how many people are being employed and what is the percentage of GDP. Here primary sector, the GDP of the percentage of GDP of primary sector is right now in 2019. It is in 2019 15.96 percentage, and GDP in 2019 we are talking in 2019, and employment 2020. Secondary sectors contributes 24.88 percentage, and service sector produced 49.88 percentage. But if you want to see the growth of country, if you will look at the developed countries, you will find that the secondary sector's contribution is higher. Any country which is engaged in primary sector only, if primary sector's contribution is high, then the country will be primitive. They will not. It means that they are not growing a lot. At the time of independence, we had approximately 70% GDP from primary sector, and more than 80% population were engaged in primary sector. More than 80% employment was there from this. But right now in 2020 it is 41.49. Even right now this is most employment giving sector. Second is secondary sector. It gives employment 26.18 percentage only, and now service sector it gives 32.33 percentage employment only. So there was some data related to sectors. Now we shall study that what programs has been launched by the government for the job creation. Thank you.